60, 9 right plus nibble closes, 60 up plus comp, close and start 50 up mid, short 9 left on.
I don't even know what he's saying.
30.
Later, have fun. Not a cloud in the sky. This isn't what people say about Seattle.
I mean, this really isn't the purpose of this journey, but I mean, such a beautiful day.
Is this it? Let's keep going. I'm gonna say it's right here. What's up, my dude? Solid. Welcome. Whoa. Alright, let's get to where we're going. What does that say? Might be on the right path. Wait a second. I just drove past it. I looked at it like an arrow. I mean, you can see an arrow, no? This looks awesome.
Watch out, anything that you've learned on the tarmac, don't do that here.
Alright, so I suppose I could give you a little context of this, if it's not being conveyed in the video. My bad if it's not. Earlier this year, I had a moment where I just kind of threw my arms up in the air and said, I'm going to pursue what I want to pursue, because I have been kind of in a rut lately, and although I've been playing the game of society, working, earning money, and just trying to go day to day, it hasn't filled my heart. I haven't been feeling passionate about anything, and I've been just getting by mentally, spiritually. So a couple moments happened earlier this year that just helped ignite that fire within me. And there's something about driving that fills that void within me. But it's not just driving, it's pushing myself to a certain limit within that I'm finding that flow state. And that's what I'm looking for. I want that flow state. I want to feel that Zen moment where you're perfectly aligned and any worries, anxiety, burdens, it just kind of dissolves in that moment. And I've experienced that a few times in my life, but that's what I'm looking for again. It's been a long time. And this has been one of these calls to adventure that's been in me for a while. So I wanted to see what would happen going on that adventure. There's the context. So for the first day we had, I don't know, maybe like a half hour within the classroom where they gave us the ground rules to this. And this is rally course driving is what I'm here to learn. They showed us themselves around the course what to do, and then they put us in the driver's seat, and yeah. So it was a 3-day event. Day 1, basic maneuvers, basic handling of the car, throttle control, brake control, steering control. And learning to harmonize those. For me, it was rather difficult to integrate these new habits, breaking my old habits of the way I used to drive, and actually still do. It was rather difficult. I mean, it was just so ingrained in me to drive a certain way and then start applying this. Not to say that this is not good, it was absolutely fantastic by day 3 when I started to feel the flow of it, the harmony, and the utility to get the driving experience that's necessary, the speed, the drama in between the turns and the straightaways, the ability to go extremely fast and then break down to set yourself up for the turn before you even get to it. I mean, that was a thrill. And then to actually just kind of slowly float into that moment where you feel that, you're not thinking about it. That was difficult for me. I eventually got it, but just parts of it. Like, I wasn't fully there. I could feel it from time to time going through the courses, but it's not seated enough in me to let go and just be one in the moment, utilizing these techniques. Now, I can just go drive the course like old school ways and just have fun, which is great and all, but to apply this experience and wisdom to the course and the car and my skill set, bring them all together, that's going to take a little bit more seat time until I get to feel that flow all integrated, if that makes sense. Integrate all of those things together and then feel the flow. Yeah, that's it. God, did it feel good to get that car sideways and just get on that throttle. Something about just going sideways. What? I don't get it. Day 2. Alright, so let's skip ahead. There's a lot of prosaic happening here. Prosaicness. Is that a word? Yeah. Prosaicness. Commonplaceness as a consequence of being humdrum and not exciting. Non-dramatic. Prosaicness. Yeah. New word for the day. I can't say anything dramatic happened in day 2. There was just a basic build on top of what we've already learned. There was one where we were coming around the turn so hot that we just kept sliding sideways. And I'm looking right where we're gonna slide sideways into. And I'm like, we're done. I'm gonna hurt your car. And all this like happened in slow motion at this point. The teacher sees that, turns his head, looks at me, sees me looking at where we're sliding into, and he goes, look that way. And I look that way, then everything just goes that way. Like, we missed it. I wanted to argue with him in that moment, like, dude, it's irrelevant. We're gonna slide into this. We're already in that direction, momentum's going there. But that was the moment that I really realized, wherever you look, that's where you're gonna go. And it was like someone was over there with a cable and just pulled us, and we went that way. No, the car was not gonna go that way, but it did. Just look that way. Thank goodness he told me to look that way. Moral of the story, look where you wanna go, and you will go there. Whatever you focus on is where you go. It's very abstract. I mean, I can apply that to every aspect of life. Both positive and negative. You focus on the negative, you go to the negative. You focus on the positive, you go to the positive. Words of wisdom. Who would have thought you'd get that from a rally course? Day 3 was when we were put to the test. We were given a drive-through.
Just an easy right?
a slow drive-through on the bus of the course we were doing, basically
You
blind.
lift again, let the car rotate, so you have a straighter shot off the corner.
So the risk reward was a little bit higher.
You're just gonna learn to trust that brake to do the work for you.
So I need to rely on the brake to turn me more, in essence.
Yep, and you need to feel that, right? You're not just using the brake and expecting it to turn. You need to feel that front end, tuck in, feel it rotate with the brake, and then you can get on that gas. Don't just brake the brake, feel it working for you.
Right.
You go right three, caution there, brake. Harder on slow that turn is, yeah, harder brake. So be sharper on that brake input. You can't get to the brake. You can't add brake, right? It's like cancel the clutch. So you have one chance to transfer weight, and that's the first time you hit the brakes.
Okay.
Right? But if you add brake, you slow the car down, but it doesn't transfer more and more weight.
Okay.
So be sharper on your brake input. Doesn't mean dynamite it. Doesn't mean
Right.
more pressure. Well,
Right.
you do need a little bit more pressure, but just sharply get there.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just understeering all of those now.
Okay. Get a feel for it. How much do you need? Right? So, low brake. There you go. So that's just a lift turn brake speed. Okay, here, brake down. Yeah, again, this corner of the lift turn way tight and bailing. Good avoidance. Yeah, I just gave it too tight.
A lot of...
Stop.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple corners you trail broke and we weren't even going fast enough to do that.
All clear.
Feel what she needs.
Go faster.
Alright, let's go ahead. You can use the gas to help it rotate there. Snappy brake. There you go. Brake again. Yeah, look at that. That was beautiful. Yeah, feels good.
I feel good.
Space this out a little bit.
Copy.
Okay. Good save, good save. That was just late counter steer.
So, in the final runs, did I find the flow state? I mean, that's why I went on this, is to start finding that flow state. I would say, overall, no. Did I get pieces of it? Yes. And what I'm learning is looking for this flow state, feeling that flow state. It's not just gonna manifest itself somewhere. When I'm worried about thinking about what to do, it's not really going to be there. When I'm letting myself go in the moment, I tend to be more in tune with it. And that's what I'm going back to saying is there were moments in this that I did feel that, where I could just be one in the moment and enjoy that Zen-like without worrying about if I'm doing something right or wrong. And I think that's kind of the whole point, is just do it. Just explore, experience it. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to hit a cone. Obviously, we don't want to destroy things, but if I'm too worried on that, that's where I'm going to go, like as I said before. So learning these things along the way is part of the journey. The techniques will come to me as I go through this. So will I find the flow state more? Yeah. Did I find it throughout the whole thing and just like all of a sudden carry it? No. But it was the whole journey. That's I'm glitching. It was about the journey. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And then, as far as all the mumbo jumbo that was being discussed at the beginning of the video.
Quick, flat step left, dry, clip, 40, step left, minus, nibble left.
Blew my mind. That's, those are the pace notes. I realized what those are. And that's projecting the turns ahead. And I mean, that's on a whole nother level where it's like, once you get in tune with how to properly handle the corners and the vehicle and in tune, proper. It's like I don't know English. Once you get in tune with the corners, the vehicle, the terrain, all of that, it's like, okay, then you can build on top of that with the pace notes and projecting. But man, that, I see the desire for that. I see it's like, okay, everything's just kind of, yeah, okay, I'm done. That's a wrap. I'm done yabbering.
Mm-hmm.